What is up, YouTube? YouTube! Mr. Keen coming at you live from the studio. Here are the questions for the day. Please pause the video now and answer the questions. Yep, what we're doing today, you missed the Q because you're watching the video, and then we're going to practice the Q equals MCAT equation. Okay. So just a reminder, here is the formula. So Q, E was already taken, so Q stands for heat energy or amount of energy, and it's usually in joules, sometimes in calories. And energy is equal to M mass times specific heat, or C times delta T. Remember, specific heat is how much energy it takes a material to heat up by 1 degree, okay? And then delta T is the change in temperature. So if it's a positive number, it's getting hotter. If it's a negative number, it's getting colder. Okay. And you can rearrange this formula whatever way you want. So let's say if you wanted delta T by itself, if you needed to solve for the change in temp, you would divide M and C from both sides to get delta T by itself. We'll go over that more in a sec. I released the quiz retake, and I'll take the best of the two scores. And the old average score was 12 out of 17 or 75%. Just so you know. Next, when you're ready, can you go to classwork? Tuesday, calorimetry practice problems. And open it up. You can work with a partner for this one. We're going to do the first one together. So just a reminder, here's the equation, and here's any advice if you need to rearrange the equation if you're not just solving for Q. Yep. And if you need more help, I also posted a Khan Academy video, trying to support the other channels. All right. Number one, how much energy is needed to change the temp of 50 grams of water by 15 degrees Celsius? Note, the specific heat of water is 4.18 joules per gram per degree Celsius. Okay. My first question to you is what letters in Q equals MCAT do you already know? Which ones do you already know the information for? Do you know Q? Do you know M? Do you know C, or specific heat? And do you know delta T? And then part B, what letters do you already know? No, what letters do you need to know? Part A, what do you already know? Part B, what letters do you need? That should only be one letter. So part A, you should have 3 letters. Part B, you should have 1 letter. So if you noticed, I'm asking you how much energy is needed. So that should be an indication that Q is the answer for part B, because you need to know how much energy. So then, if you look at the question, I give you 50 grams for mass, and I give you 15 degrees for delta T, and then I also give you the specific heat for water, which is 4.18. So now you should be ready to do part C. Part C is basically what equation are you using to find out the energy? And that's the equation we've been using for a while, Q equals MCAT. Not every problem, this will be the answer. Sometimes you have to rearrange the formula, like I did here in the bottom. But usually, you're just going to be using the Q equals MCAT equation. Just sometimes you have to rearrange it a bit. But for this question, part C is Q equals MCAT, and then part D, just plug in all the data you know. Plug in your data for M and C and delta T, and then answer with how many joules of energy are produced. How much energy do you need to do that? You should get an answer between 3,000 and 3,200 joules. Okay, the rest of the questions are going to be just like that. Question 3 will be a little bit trickier. Question 4 will be a little bit trickier. Yep, and question 5, I took the training wheels off, and you have to put all the work there yourself, just like we were used to. After you did the problems, don't worry, I'm going to change the due date to Thursday. And then to get credit for Tuesday, take this attendance survey. Yep. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with me the whole time. Bye. Have a great day.